they're off. And there was a coming together in the centre of the stalls with Battle Point, just a spark, who took a real broadside, and also hampered coming out of the stalls was Balar Contigo. So compromised at the break, the favourite, as they go into the turn. And it is Battle Point who has emerged with a lead of a length and a half, giving chase. Pearly Gates in second. To the inside, Mafami is in third. Missing You is in fourth. Just a Spark has now been shuffled back to fifth position, having taken that broadside at the break, racing a length and a half in advance of Balar Contigo, and the back marker is Gypsy Nation, already inside the final quarter of the mile. And it is Battle Point, taken on now by Mafami towards the outside. Pearly Gates now trying to angle wide to get a run is Just a Spark. Inside the final furlong they dash. Battle Point has the lead of Mafami in second place. Just a Spark continues to close down the wide outside. Just a Spark comes through to win, and Just a Spark is much the best. Overcame a dreadful break and gets the win. It was tight second between Mafami and down the wide outside, Missing You.
No luck at the start, but you got the run through in the end.
Yeah, much wasn't the plan. She jumped quite smart last time at Seville, and today she just got bumped coming out, but she regained her speed easy enough, and didn't lose much by that happening, and she was able to find her legs quite nicely into the straight, and once the gap arrived for her, she was able to lengthen well to the line.
Got an honest filly for this type of grade. She showed a bit of that in her first three runs, and it seemed like she did again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Rod's got her in great form. She's been consistent. This restricted races, was brought up and looked a good opportunity for her anyway.
Blossom moves forward, they're in the gate, and they're off. Renesmee broke very alertly, but does not press on, and is now overtaken out wider by Warminster, and then in a very close third is Prince Nabil. At the back of the pack is Tomahawk King in the very early stages, with Congressbury last but one. But they are very tightly stacked up as they race down the back stretch. On the inside, Warminster taken on now by Little Eddie. Those are the first two. Hiatus very keen, 3 deep as they go into the turn. Renesmee just stalking the leaders on the inside rail, then also taking a keen hold, Prince Nabil in fifth position. In sixth is Mr. X as they spin the turn. Congressbury has now improved 1 place, relegating Secret Note to 8th, and Tomahawk King is still 9th and last, although no more than about 6 lengths off the leader, who is Warminster, as they race down towards the final 3 furlongs. So it's Warminster who has got the lead. Little Eddie racing in second. Hiatus to the outside is in third. Renesmee sticking towards the inside, may well go the cutaway route, being followed into the race by Prince Nabil. Then Congressbury, who's been ridden along. Mr. X, another one who wants that far side rail. Then driven along is Tomahawk King as they race down towards the final furlong. Tailing off at the back is Secret Note. Inside the final furlong, Little Eddie and Asheen Murphy now have the lead and begin to pull clear. They've now gone on by 2 lengths. Renesmee has stayed on into second, but it is Little Eddie in front. Little Eddie wins. Little Eddie beat Renesmee into second, head bob for third, and it's very close between a rallying Warminster and towards the near side Prince Nabil.
Oisin Murphy has taken a really competitive 3-year-old handicap on Little Eddie. Oisin, the start seemed crucial.
Yeah, he wears a hood in the gate, but he was very relaxed and I was able to slip it off before the last one came in. Really important to win on this horse because Phil Cunningham very kindly said that any prize money he wins goes to the horse's charity, and unfortunately I'm not well versed enough to know exactly what that is, but it's a brilliant touch by Phil and I'm glad I was able to win on him.
There's plenty for the game, and good to see him putting more back into it as well. You always confident coming around the home turn?
Yeah, he's a son of Raja Singh, who has unbelievable statistics. The amount of 2-year-old winners he had last year from runners was phenomenal, so hopefully with the other ones coming through they can add more winners, and yeah, it's great to get on the score sheet.
Well done, Oisin.
Thank you.
And they're off. Very slow to begin, the first time starter CJB. Also not that fast in stride, Winter Moon. Not a great deal of pace on early. On the inside, Saturnalia has a head in front over Garrick Painter, and now making a move around there outside is Gold Kit, being followed up on the inside by Aussie Mystic, racing alongside Papal Music, and then there's a break of a length and a half to Winter Moon and a further 2.5 lengths to CJB. They race towards the end of the back straight. Saturnalia on the inside. Towards that one's outside is Gold Kit. Very little between the leading duo as they're about to make the turn out of the back straight. Garrick Painter racing around the outside of Aussie Mystic in 3rd and 4th places. Then Papal Music, who is just shading 5th position. On the inside is Winter Moon, and still a break of nearly 3 lengths back to CJB. They're now inside the final 3.5 furlongs. Saturnalia against the rail, still just the leader. On that one's outside is Gold Kit. And then a break of a length and a half to Aussie Mystic, racing on the inside of Garrick Painter. The third wave, Winter Moon, is on the inside of a ridden along Papal Music, and still at the back of the field is CJB. Racing down towards the final quarter mile. Gold Kit towards the near side, the brown colours on the far side, pushed along now, Saturnalia. Here is Garrick Painter delivering a potent challenge, and Garrick Painter takes the lead for Ross Orion and now goes clear by 2.5 lengths. Well inside the final furlong, and Garrick Painter is well on top. He's pulling clear now by 5 lengths, pushed out to score, up towards the line. It is Garrick Painter in front. Papal Music ran huge for 2nd, tight call 3rd, Gold Kit on the outside of Saturnalia.
Tom, well done. That was a nice performance. He'd been showing progression from first run to second run. Were you expecting anything like that, though?
Probably not quite as good as that, but he was. I was hoping he'd go close tonight. Like you say, each run he's learning, and Ross said even tonight he took less time to really get rolling, and as you can see, he sort of changed legs at the top of the straight, and he was off then. He's still learning, but I think he's a nice horse, and he hopefully a bit of fun with him on the turf when that comes around.
I was going to ask, there are plenty of races for this type of horse going forward, but you're going to save him for the grass?
Yeah, I think at this stage we'll probably save him for the grass. I think that's where we're going to see him to best effect. But like I say, it was nice to come here this evening and get the job done on the fact he's 3rd and 2nd on his first 2 starts. So it's the natural progression to get his head in front. But he's done it well, and hopefully we can have plenty of fun with him.
What kind of horse has he been like to train overall? I mean, late starting kind of 2-year-old into like novice 3-year-old would suggest that, did he always need time?
Yeah, look, he was actually a breeze up, and he showed plenty in the breeze, even though he looks quite big and raw and backwards. We gave him plenty of time over last summer, and like I say, each run he's just progressed, and I think mentally it's been the real thing with him, is the progression mentally has been huge. He just keeps learning each time, and he's just probably a baby, been very babyish, but now he's sort of getting the hang of things. It was nice to get his head today in front.
Seems almost sacrilege to say with Cheltenham just around the corner, but the flat season is not too far off. How are you shaping up?
Yeah, look, we've got a nice team. I think we've got sort of 40-odd horses in and a good bunch of 2-year-olds, hopefully, and we've got some nice older horses, including him. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have a bit of fun, and yeah, we've got some nice horses for good owners.
Best of luck and well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
And they're off. Very slow and awkward coming out of the stalls with Smiling Sunflower. It will be Finery who will claim the early lead as they meander down the back straight in this Try Our New Price Boost at Unibet Fillies Handicap. Finery has the lead and is keen in front. Far Too Shy moving up to within a length, racing in second. Crystal Cast to the inside rail is in third. Just over a length back to Albion Princess in fourth. Smiling Sunflower, despite blowing the start, has now moved up into fifth place. The back marker is Light Ship as they go towards the end of the back straight. And they have just simply ambled to the end of the first 3 furlongs. Finery has the lead. Around the outside, Far Too Shy racing in second. Crystal Cast up against the inside rail in third. Still a length and a half away. A keen racing Albion Princess is in fourth as they've gone through the halfway point. The inside is Smiling Sunflower and the back marker is Light Ship as now they begin to quicken it up. Racing inside the final 3 furlongs, Finery has got the lead. Crystal Cast shaken up now to the inside rail to try and challenge. Then Far Too Shy to the inner is Smiling Sunflower racing alongside Albion Princess in close quarters, and on the outside Light Ship has breezed into contention. They race down inside the final furlong and a half. Danny Muscat hardly moved a muscle to take the lead on Light Ship. She's done it readily and now she's going clear. They're racing inside the final half furlong. Light Ship is going to make it back-to-back wins over course and distance at Kempton. Impressive. Light Ship. Very close call for second between Smiling Sunflower and Crystal Cast.
That was very impressive.
Yes, I mean, it got a bit messy on the rail and we got a clear run on the outside. They didn't go fast early on, and we know she likes to be settled a bit at the back first half of the race, but they started running from 3 furlong out, started to build it up, and no, she went through the gears nicely. She actually picked up a bit better than last time. She changed gear a bit this time.
Do you think she learnt something from last time as well? Because in a similar fashion to last time, I remember she breezed up and she was the last off the bridle. Maybe didn't win quite as impressively as I thought she would. She very much did that.
Yes, I probably have learned a bit training her, but no, like we only got the filly a couple of weeks ago, and we are learning a lot more about her. She's getting fitter, and she enjoyed winning last time, gained the confidence, and gained a bit more confidence today. So we'll see how we get on the next couple of weeks.
Do you think she is? As in, could you go up in trip with her, or could you even go back a furlong?
We'd probably, yes, if anything, we'd probably stay at a mile or maybe go up in trip at some point. My owner was quite keen to go 10 furlongs. Yes, when I first got her, we felt that she had enough speed to go over a mile. Family actually won over 7 furlong, Lady Kaya, but yes, it's a family with plenty of winners. I think she will get 10 furlong in the future.
Speaking of plenty of winners, your winter is going really well for you, Kevin. It was this time last year as well. The winter game very much suits you.
I like keeping a few horses on the go over the winter. Quite difficult when you stop the whole operation to just build it back up at the start of the season. So yes, you need a good strike rate over the winter. If you have horses running over the winter, you need a good strike rate. And yes, we have horses that suit the old weather. We always try to have a small team of horses. The guys enjoy it. It's quite good to have something to aim at over the winter, while we have cold mornings and stuff like that. So they enjoy it with a nice small team, and we just try to build up on that.
It's nice to have a chance of winning the next race after you've just had a winner. When you've got two good chances, that must be even better.
Yes, don't ask me which one is the better chance.
Go on, which one?
I was wrong last time out when they took each other on, so I won't say anything this time.
But both coming into it in good heart. They've both got interesting profiles for this type of race.
Yes, listen, Recona won here 2 weeks ago, just above 2 weeks ago over course and distance. He went up a couple of pounds. I'm sure Didier Odette will enjoy the mile 3 as well as she will enjoy the mile quarter, so we'll have to see.
Well done.
Thanks a lot. All the best.
And they're off. 1 mile and 3 furlongs. The Unibet Extra Place offers everyday fillies handicap. And dropping in at the back of the field, Golden Dove, as they come up past the stands with a circuit to go. Compliant, now taken on by Recona. And once again, a race this evening that's going to be run at a dawdling early tempo. Recona has a lead by a length and a half. Compliant in second. In third, How Hard Can It Be? Fourth, Lady Lulu, then D-Day Odette, Golden Dove, last of the 6 fillies and mares, as they spin the turn and they make the run now into the back straight. 1 mile to go at this point. Recona has a lead of just over a length. Compliant in second. A length away, How Hard Can It Be is in third. 3 parts of a length, Lady Lulu on her outside in fourth. A length back to D-Day Odette and a further length back to Golden Dove at the back of the field of 6 as they go inside the final 7 furlongs. Recona bidding to follow up the win here 18 days ago. The lead extends to a length and a half over Compliant, racing in second. The grey, How Hard Can It Be, is in third. On their outside, Lady Lulu, D-Day Odette, and still last is Golden Dove. And now they're racing inside the final 5 furlongs. About to lead the back straight behind them. Recona will take them into that turn. Recona now by just a length and a half. Compliant in second, just over a length back to How Hard Can It Be in third. Then Lady Lulu, the first one off the bit, just been niggled along now with a half mile to go in fourth. D-Day Odette, and last is Golden Dove as they begin to complete the turn back towards home, and Recona still leads. So Recona with less than 3 to race. Compliant now tries to make a move on her shoulder towards the inside. How Hard Can It Be will go towards the cutaway, and D-Day Odette is going to be forced to go down towards that far side rail as well. Meanwhile, on the near side, Golden Dove tries to get into the mix, and now the back marker is Lady Lulu. A furlong and a half to go. Now they're sprinting, and Compliant heads that sprint back towards home. Recona, and on the near side is Golden Dove. On the inside, D-Day Odette. Compliant and Danny Muscat still have the lead. Now another 100 yards to go. It is Compliant by 3 parts of a length. Compliant wins, a double for Danny Muscat. Compliant beat into second place on the near side, Golden Dove, and then over on the far side, D-Day Odette.
Double for Danny Muscat on the night, 2 good chances, and ultimately it's worked out really nicely. Let's deal with Compliant first. Perfect position.
Yeah, there was no obvious pace on paper when the Ollie Murphy horse came out. I was hard pressed not to make it. Just felt she was a bit better with a buffer zone just to settle off, and especially stepping up in truck. We didn't really want to be doing the donkey work. And we dawdled the first half. It wasn't until we got down to the 6th pole that we started to roll on. She was in a perfect position, and once we started striding on, she was very comfortable in her rhythm and showed a bit of dash at the 2.5 and put the race to bed there, I thought. And yeah, stuck her neck out when the others came to her.
Steady pace has kind of been a theme of this evening. It felt like it was with Lightship as well, but the way you travelled into it in the race had developed a little bit earlier than, say, this race had. It's been a piece of work, ultimately.
She's come forward from her run here where she won last time. I was impressed with her that day. But she definitely took a step forward tonight. yeah, we didn't go quick at all, but they stepped on they stepped on it quite quickly and abruptly at the 3 pole, and she did travel really well both times, and that seems to be a key asset. She's a big filly with a nice long stride, and sort of it took a lot of them out of their comfort zone very quickly. Before we turned in, all the horses around me came off the bridle quite quickly, and she was just able to just cruise in, fill up a little bit, and then she quickened tonight, whereas last time she was a little bit workmanlike, so hopefully she's improving.
Felt like she learnt plenty from last time as well.
Yeah, confidence-wise as well, probably done the world of good, and hopefully they can have a bit more fun with her.
Well done.
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks.
And they're off. They have a journey of 2 miles ahead of them. Gumball was very slow to get rolling from the stalls, just jinking away to his right from stall 10. Withhold just hampered 1 or 2 of them through the first stride or 2, but it will be First Officer with Withhold who go forward, and on the inside Aztec Empire, and it will be Withhold who takes them into the first turn. So it's Withhold now by about a length and a half. First Officer racing in second, Aztec Empire is in third, Stolen Gateway in fourth at the end of the first quarter mile. Pianissimo is racing in 5th position. On the inside, Imperium is in 6th. 2 lengths away to Queen, who raced in 7th. Aced on this one's outside is in 8th. Vizier is keen at the back of the field in 9th. The slow-starting Gumball is 10th and last as the stayers come up the home straight for the first time on towards the final mile and a half. The Unibet 3 Unis today handicap, and it is Withhold and Trevor Whelan who have the lead. To First Officer, David Egan racing in second. Well-back favourite, Aztec Empire, Sheen Murphy in the dark blue in third position. Towards the outside, Solent Gateway, Ross Coakley in fourth. To the inside, Imperium, James Doyle is in fifth. Then Pianissimo and Molly Gunn in sixth. Queen under Kieran O'Neill in seventh. Aced It, Jack Mitchell in eighth. Vizier and Ross Orion in ninth. Gumball and Safi Osborne last of the 10 as they go now into the second of their 3 turns. And Withhold is pressing on here, leads by over a length and a half to First Officer in second, and in third Aztec Empire, in fourth Solent Gateway, and now they head towards the halfway point. A mile down, a mile to go, and Withhold extends that lead now to 2.5 lengths over First Officer in second. A neck away to the inside, Aztec Empire is in third, just over 2 lengths to Solent Gateway in fourth. A half length to the inside, Imperium is racing in fifth. A length and a half back, Pianissimo is in sixth. And now Aced It begins to make a big move around the outside. Aced It, the first one to twitch, moves now from the back of the field, moves into midfield around the outside, Jack Mitchell. He's just ahead of Pianissimo, just in behind Imperium. Still Gumball is at the back of the pack. Vizier is last but 1. Queen is now last but 2. They've got 5.5 furlongs to go, and Withhold still holds the lead. To First Officer, racing in second, still travelling well. Aztec Empire is in third as they go into their final turn. Solent Gateway and then Imperium to the inside, followed by Aced It, who made that early twitch down the back. They've got a half mile to go, and it's Withhold who still has the lead over First Officer in second. And now Aztec Empire, the well-back favourite, is in uncharted waters. He's never gone this far before. He's still in hand. 3 furlongs to go. Withhold now goes for home. To the outside, First Officer in second. Aztec Empire goes to the inside, travelling smoothly at this point. He's followed into the race by Imperium. Down the wide outside, Aced It tries to stay on, together with Solent Gateway. 1.5 furlongs to go, and it's Aztec Empire who still has the lead over Withhold now in second. Aced It down the outside is picking up Imperium towards the inside. Now the deep inside the final furlong. Aztec Empire is now digging, still leads by over 1.5 lengths to Withhold in second. Aced It in third, and racing up close home, it is Aztec Empire. Aztec Empire to Withhold in second, Aced It in third.
Machine, well done. box seat all the way. If he was going to stay the trip, you were going to find out tonight.
He's a very easy horse to ride, and it was fantastic to win a nice race like that with him. I hope there's more to come. Thrilled for Sheikh Issa, his owner. Andrew trained a very good horse for him last year called Chateau, who was sold to Hong Kong subsequently, and hope this horse can go on to better things.
Were you always confident he was going to see it out from that position as well?
Well, Andrew was. He said you have a nice draw and the horse is going well at home, so ride him to try and win the race. And I landed in a nice spot behind Whit, who obviously I know from my past, and he did it really nicely.
Quickly, 4 rides at the Carnival on Friday and then off to the Saudi Cup where you've got Mr. Cut and the Neon Turf Cup. These are the kinds of rides you must have been dreaming of going forward over the last year. You must be really looking forward to it.
Yeah, fantastic opportunities to get. Obviously in Saudi I ride Nate the Great for Andrew and Mr. Cut for George Bowie, so really looking forward to them. Friday in Dubai I've got one for George Spangled Mac, who has a bad draw in 15, but the horse has a good chance. United Front for Mick Appleby, and 2 other rides. So it's really nice to be able to look forward to these important races, and thank you to the trainers and owners for putting me up.
Best of luck, well done.
Thank you.
And they're off. They race over a mile and a half in the Join Racing TV Now classified stakes. Towards the inside, Miss Sligo goes forward. Meister Zinger is going to the 4. So to out wide is Letter of the Law, and also Mr. Rumbalicious is right up there. And it's now Mr. Rumbalicious who will drift across to the rail. He has the lead. Out wide is Go Cotter. And between horses, Letter of the Law. Those are the first 3. Meister Zinger racing in a share of 4th with Cascade around. That one's outside. Towards the inside rail, Miss Sligo now is in 6th position. A break of a length and a half back to Savoy Brown, who is just in 7th. On the outside of the grey, Party Planner, who is in 8th. Further length and a half back to on the inside, Pledge of Peace, who races alongside Miss Tiki. And at the back of the field are Clooney, and alongside Clooney is Moon Knight. They head into the back straight, and it is Go Cotter who has got the lead now by a length and a half. To Letter of the Law, who races just in 2nd. That one's inside. Mr. Rumbalicious is in 3rd. The Orange Silks of Cascade out wide, very keen, in 4th position, now pushing up to 3rd. Racing in 5th is Meister Zinger, then to the inside rail, Miss Sligo, Savoy Brown, and then Party Planner and Miss Tiki. Just over a length and a half after Miss Tiki to the inside to Pledge of Peace, who's racing in advance of Moon Knight, and still the back marker is Clooney. They're racing now through the halfway point on towards the final 5 furlongs. And against the rail, Go Cotter still has the lead. In 2nd is Letter of the Law, Cascade out very, very wide on the course. And now they begin to make that turn on towards the final half mile. And Go Cotter still by 3 parts of length. Letter of the Law in 2nd. Mr. Rumbalicious, the rail is in 3rd. Meister Zinger now in 4th. Savoy Brown makes a move now around the outside, trying to improve, and he now is passing horses very quickly indeed. He's gone now up to 3rd. He's about to challenge for 2nd as they make the turn in. 3 furlongs to go. So it is Savoy Brown who challenges out wide with Go Cotter. Those are the first 2. Meister Zinger travelling really well in 3rd and closing. They're then being followed by Mr. Rumbalicious, and towards the inside is Miss Sligo, and now inside the final furlong and a half, and it is Meister Zinger who takes the lead over Savoy Brown in 2nd, Miss Sligo in 3rd, Mr. Rumbalicious in 4th, Pledge of Peace from a long way back, staying on into 5th. Down towards the final half furlong they go. Meister Zinger has a lead of nearly 3 lengths and racing up close home. 3 on the night for Danny Muscat. It's Meister Zinger in the nightcap. Mr. Rumbalicious may just take 2nd, and in 3rd Miss Sligo.